What we have is the ability to step beyond our nature. We can break nature. Nature doesn't have to own us anymore. We can intellectually know right from wrong, and that just changes the whole equation. So there's nothing preventing us from acquiring understanding. Understanding isn't asking your body what it wants. Understanding is understanding the context that you live in a world with billions of other organisms of equal value to yourself, and that you have to interact with them in some sort of constructive and productive way. That's the salvation. But you're not going to find salvation in our nature. Our nature is crap. And these people who want to deny it, they obviously want to deny it. That's the basic truth of it. We're genetically out of natural selection, quite obviously. We don't let people die in the street. We spend billions, trillions even, on caring for people who are broken and malfunctioning. So obviously we've completely broken any natural instrument of evolution. And we did it because we have a capacity to understand the position something's in, and to fight for underdogs, and to displace our empathy to other things through understanding. But it's through understanding. If you don't understand, you will remain a racist. If you don't understand, you'll remain somebody who will treat people differently based on how you feel about them rather than how you understand them to be. Many organisms live in more complex arrangements than as an individual. They don't live as an individual. They live as part or member of a network, a family. And we can certainly see how that natural tendency still sticks with the human race. The nepotism is outrageous. People always think their kids are better than everybody else's for some stupid reason. If you want to argue that it's altruistic that a bee dies for its hive, that somehow it's committing an act of altruism, well then I think it's completely abusing the word altruism. It doesn't mean anything anymore. The bee has been programmed to be self-sacrificing. It's not in it for itself, it's in it for one thing, the hive. That's all that matters. Just like a mother often tends to be completely self-destructive in protection of her children. Love will do that to us. Our attachments and affections and dependencies and addictions will compel us to do things that aren't in our self-interest because we have moved some of our interest into these other vessels. That movement is often racial and special and familial, country, national. It isn't reason-based often, and that's why it's often very corrupt. People can make arguments for fairness and decency because we're no longer playing by nature's no holds bar, bring your switchblade to the fight, brass knuckles okay, go ahead and kick him in the nuts, do whatever you have to do to win. Nature works this way. It is a survival of the fittest mechanism. It has no sensibilities. It has no built-in knowledge or understanding. It will create organisms that will do whatever has to be done to survive, so the genetics survives. We've already augmented and changed the rules, so obviously it doesn't have to be that way when you're intelligent enough to understand that you can change the way it is.